everybody. So I just wanted to come do a quick training video. I just got back from convention, had a blast, learned a lot, and I actually sat in Karen Newton's class, which was creating or using creativity to engage and connect with your audience. This woman is off the chain. I mean, she has it down to a science. She knows what she's talking about. Never sold not the first cash and carry to not the first single customer, which is crazy, and does approximately $7,000 on average every single month, and has been with the company a little bit over a year and has done about $85,000 in personal retail sales. So, I mean, she obviously knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about, and I wanted to kind of recap basically what she said and basically what the training was, so that we could use it, to our advantage and use it into, for our parties as well. Because I do think it is something that, I know myself has struggled with it before, or just parties, online parties. I'm in your face. I like to talk. Imagine that. And it's hard for me. I'll be honest. It's hard for me to engage with people. I don't feel like people get to know me. They don't get to know my personality. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is by videos. And I know that scares people. And there's probably about half the audience right now that's tuned out of this training. But if you're still, with me, just hang on for the next few minutes, because it will, if you do it and you implement it, I do think that you'll see a difference in your parties that you do online. So, biggest thing with what we do is we have to gain trust from people that do not know us. And that's hard. It's hard behind a graphic in a party that they have probably been added to, 20 parties, 3 parties, 5 parties, 10 parties, since the whole online party thing, came on the scene. So, they're thinking to themselves, oh, great, I got added to another party. And they're thinking that your party is going to be the same as some other Sally Sue direct sale company party. So what are you doing that's different, that sets you out and sets you aside, from the next person, that's doing these online parties? It's not our products. It's not our products at all. People don't get on Facebook to be sold to. So when you get on Facebook, you're quickly scrolling through your feed we're selfish people. We're just a selfish society. So you're looking to be quickly entertained or something to quickly catch your eye. And, you most certainly aren't getting on there to buy something. If you were getting on Facebook to buy something, likely you're either in those swip swaps, that's what they call them here in Florida, yard sale groups, or you're not going to be on Facebook. You're going to go to eBay or Amazon. That's where you go to buy stuff. So you really have to find a niche, and this kind of rides a fine line with branding, is you really have to find a niche as to what you are doing that's going to set you aside and set you out from just another online party. So, she is really funny. She asked a question in the very beginning of the training. What do you think you should put your energy into when you do an online party? And everybody's like, selling product, selling our mascara. That's what you need to do. And she's like, no. Your number one product that you sell is your party. And, you're probably scratching your head going, what? But it's the truth. Because if you can't sell your party, if you can't sell that welcome video to somebody, you've lost your audience. And you're not going to sell anything. And your party's going to be a dud. So she says, you're creating, it's not a party. You're creating an experience for somebody. You're creating an atmosphere, that's something that's fun. It's something that's different than anything that they've ever been to or invited to before. So very first thing she does is she does a welcome video. And she introduces herself. She promises them 3 things. She promises them that she will not annoy them. She promises them that she will give them useful information, tips and tricks about how to apply their makeup. And that she also promises that she will boost their self-confidence by the end of the party. So, not annoy. I respect your time. Going to give you useful information. This is not going to be a waste of your time. And also rides a fine line as well with, I'm not here just to sell you something. I'm here to teach you something. And then boost your self-confidence. Who? What? I showed up? I get free self-boost confidence. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? So 3 things that, although seem very, very simple, you know, it's really, I mean, it's a big thing. It's a huge thing for people. So, very first post, which is so funny, it's brilliant, is, you know, there was this big, huge hoopla going around about the algorithms with Facebook. You know, who understands those? Yeah, I didn't see anybody raise their hands because nobody knows. I mean, it's impossible to even try to figure out. So, you know, Facebook does a good job, keep us guessing. So, basically, she believes, you know, I mean, I don't know if she's got an inside scoop somewhere, but basically she said that when she always does groups, she never does events. So, you know, who's really seeing your post? Who knows? So, if they are in your party, they get added to the party. They actually have not engaged in your party until they click on the first post. So, what we all were doing was we were doing the, oh, you know, this is my why. My name is Sonia. I have 3 kids. I'm a single mom. And although those are great things that I pride myself in, guess what? Nobody cares. Okay? So, but that is typically the #1 post that will get the most clicks, because, you know, down at the bottom it'll say seen by, and you'll have like 50 people. And then slowly thereafter it trails off. So, very first post is a video. It's a welcome video, you know, like we talked about before. And she is doing just like this in the video. And just as soon as she starts talking, she's like, hey, you know, my name is Sonia and I have something to tell you. And basically the reason why she does that is because they have now been added to the group. It's going to show up in their news feed. But if you have some crazy lady moving their arms around, because those videos, you know, constantly play, like if you've scrolled slowly through your news feed, you know, the videos will play as you're scrolling through. So if you've got some crazy woman, you know, you can't hear me talking, you see my mouth moving, but my arms are all over the place, they're going to be like, what is going on? And they're going to click. And once they click, they have now engaged themselves in the group and in the party. So from that point forward, they will see every single thing that you post. You know, they'll get a notification and they'll see every single thing that you post from that point forward. So, she does a minimum of 10 videos every single party. Every single video. Excitement, laughter, bloopers, products are on your face or being applied to your face. She's got a personality. You cannot do a video with, hey, my name is Sonia and I'm a unique presenter and we have the best mascara on the market. Are you kidding? Like, I mean, nobody is going to buy. You have to be excited. You have to have smiley faces, jazz hands, you know, crazy, you know, they have to see your personality. You have to come out in that video because, I mean, for instance, when you go and you shop for a car, have you ever shopped for a car and bought from somebody that you thought was sketch? No. Have you ever bought a car from somebody that you felt like was just trying to sell you a car, you know, that you didn't, you know, say there was features that you didn't need? No. Say you buy a washer and a dryer. You know, are you buying from somebody that doesn't know about doesn't know about GE? No. So, I mean, these are things that are very, very simple, you know, if you think about them. But it's just things that we don't think about because we love our product. You know, we love our product and we think it's the best thing out there. You know, but not everybody loves our product because they don't know our product. They don't know what our product does. They don't know why our product is different from something else. And it's our job to educate them, but not educate them in some boring way. Oh my gosh, our mascara is so awesome. Okay, well, your mascara is awesome to you because you sell it. So you have to relate that to somebody else. You know, you have to sell that to them, you know, and it's not going to be the word awesome. It's going to be, hey, you know, it's going to add 400 times the volume to your lashes in one coat. You know, it's the things about our mascara or about our products. You know, our primer fills in your pores so that when you know, fills in your pores and your wrinkles so that when you put your foundation on, you know, your foundation is being applied to basically a glass surface. You know, these are things that people are going to be like, oh, really? Okay. You know, you're grabbing someone's attention. And, you know, and you have to find a fun and exciting and funny way of, you know, of doing just that. So, second video is application video of the mascara. Videos, laughter, excitement, once again. She automatically will address questions that she knows people are thinking ahead of time. These would be the same questions that you had before you started selling Younique. Does it work? Is it going to work for me? Do you already have long lashes? You know, I know you got long lashes, and then you put that mascara over there, and so that's the reason why your lashes look like that. Is it clumpy? Am I too old to wear this? How long does our lip stains stay on? You know, because let's be real, they don't stay on all day for everybody. Will the bronzer make me orange? Do our splurge creams actually crease? You know, how long do your eye pigments stay on? She's addressing all these questions up front in her videos so that nobody has to ask those questions. Not saying that they're not going to have a question later, but she's addressing them because it makes her trustable, if that's a word. You know, these are questions that she's had before. She knows that their questions are coming, or it may be a question that somebody doesn't feel comfortable asking you. You know, in your parties, you know, how many people have gotten an order out of the blue that you didn't even know that person was even, you know, following you or was even in your party? You know, it's because there's people out there that don't feel comfortable just coming out and asking you, you know, a question. So, you know, she addresses those in her videos ahead of time. Her posts are a maximum of 5 sentences, tops. Her videos are no longer than 3 minutes. Whether it be an application video, she does a video, it's really cute, with the lip stains. She's in her car, and she's got those EOS, I think is how you pronounce it, those big fat round chapsticks. You know, she just comes on and she's like, hey, everybody. She's like, I told you about these lip stains and how awesome they are, and they stay on your lips all day long. And, you know, just to prove that, she's like, has anybody ever seen these little things? You got these, like, you know, she's like, you know, your Target checkout lane. I mean, she's talking just like this. Like, you're like, I mean, it's like the girl next door. Like, it's your best friend. She puts that on her lips and then turns it around and shows it to the screen and doesn't have anything on it. And she's like, told you they were awesome. You know, she's like, you need to go get you some. That's it. Click. 20 seconds. But it's a genuine, you know, like I said, it's like your neighbor. It's like your best friend talking to you. Not, oh my gosh, you need to buy these lip stains because these lip stains will stay on your lips all day long. And, you know, they're easy to apply. And you put it on and then you dry it and then you put it on again. I mean, we've all seen those videos. They're not bad videos, but it's breaking it down to being, you know, as if you were selling this to your friend, you know, selling versus sharing. I mean, we've talked about that, you know, 100 times. So graphics, huge. You're going to start seeing, if you follow me or are friends with me on my personal Facebook page, you're about to see a whole new revolution of Sonia on her page. Graphics are very simple. They are clean. I mean, again, these are things that are very, I mean, common sense if you think about it, but it's just for whatever reason, I've never thought about it. And I know if I'm not thinking about it, probably somebody else out there is not thinking about it either. Graphics do not need to be a smorgasbord of, bleh, you know, on a screen. What have you ever seen marketed that way? Nothing. Okay. It needs to be one image, clean, crisp image. She says she doesn't even use any corporate photos at all. None. Unless it is accompanied by a picture of her or a teammate. It is somebody that she knows personally, not a Googled image, you know, in Google or Pinterest. It will be a picture of her. And then if it is a collage, it will be a very clean collage of her, you know, maybe a picture of the product and maybe, you know, a little writing thing or whatever, or another picture of the product. But they're very clean, crisp images. It's not the stickers and it's not the borders and it's not all the crazy colors. It's just something very, very, very simple. Because your brain cannot process the craziness of just all this stuff. You know, and I understand, like, we feel like we have to throw it out there because, you know, if you do a 5-day party or you do a 10-day party, you know, at the end of the day, 10-day parties, if they're going great, seem like they fly by. If they're not going so good, I mean, they drag by. But, you know, we have so much product out there that we love and that we, you know, that you know, in our product line, especially with the new products coming out, You know, we want to tell everybody about it. And so we're just throwing pictures. So our idea is that we're just going to throw up a collage and it's going to have 15 photos in it. Well, that's not doing anybody a service, because number one, they don't know what they're looking at. Number two, you're having to write a 2-paragraph, description of what you just threw up there. And 3, in my personal opinion, they haven't seen it on you. So it's like, you're talking about how awesome it is and how pretty it is on somebody and how, it's going to make your face do whatever, and your complexion do whatever, but they haven't seen it on you. So, graphics, very clean, somebody that they know or her. And like I said, I've started doing some of these. I'm planning on redoing my entire graphics and everything for all of my parties. So I'm having to redo a lot of my photos. So you'll start seeing those pop up on my Facebook, and you're more than welcome to use any of those photos if you want. If you think they're great, wonderful. If not, you can keep right on scrolling. So, she said that people have to respect you in order to trust you. And so, they need to be quickly informed. They need to be quickly entertained, and they don't need to be perfect. They just need to be professional. So when you're doing a video, being professional will in turn gain respect, and in turn will gain them trusting you. So videos, good lighting. Right now this video is being done, I got the light on in the back, but the video is being done, actually I'm sitting in front of a window. I do have the blinds open just a hair, because it is getting dark at my house, because it's, I don't know, like 7 o'clock. So, good lighting, good length, no more than 3 minutes. A clear purpose with no rambling. Don't start talking about something out here in left field or, whatever. And it has to be organized. If you are fumbling for products, you're trying to do a mascara tutorial and you've got your gel, but now you're fumbling for your fibers. 9 times out of 10, somebody is like, seriously, you didn't even prepare for this video, and they have already cut you off. So make sure that all of your stuff is there, that it's right in front of you. You're not looking and scrambling for something, or you're not like, oh, where did I put whatever? No, just make sure you have it there and that you clear to the point. Because again, remember, if you at the beginning of the party, you promised them that you were going to respect their time and you weren't going to waste their time. So you can't be fumbling for stuff, because that's a time waster. You want to properly thank your customers. She says that she posts a photo in the, like we always all do, thank you, image. Then at the top, she actually writes, Susie Q, thank you so much for your order. Please let me know if you did not receive my Facebook message. What that does is that if you are fearful that your message is going to go into the other folder because you are not friends with them, now they're looking for a message from you. Or if it's one of those things, they don't have Facebook Messenger or whatever, now they know that you have, it's basically informing them that you have sent them a message. So she said in that Facebook message, she thanks them. She said that there's been times where she's actually done thank you videos, not specific to them, not saying in the video, hey, Sally Sue, or Susie Q, thank you so much. It would be a generic video, but something personal that they would not know that it was a generic video. So, thank you so much for your order. You really have, you have directly impacted my income and my household, because by your purchase and your order, it allows me to, be able to stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom, or it allows me to be able to take my kid and afford dance. Whatever it is that where it personally impacts you and your family. She says that she has done videos like that before. She will send them also an email with application tips once that email shows up into the back office. She said that she will sometimes email them and let them know that their order has shipped. And then there will also be a YouTube video if they still have issues, with application or something to that effect. But, you've heard it a million times. Fortune's in the follow-up. Definitely follow up with your customers. Make sure that they're happy. Make sure that they're not having any issues. I have a cat back there. Hey, Bean. So, I'm almost done. So, if you keep your promises, you gain hostess. So, if someone's in your party and they're having a great time and they see that you kept your 3 promises of not wasting their time, your tips and tutorials throughout the thing, the party, and that you are boosting self-confidence. She said that people will, all the time, hey, I want to do one. If they're having fun, they're going to want to share it with their friends. So she said that she does have a lot of people that will, request doing parties as well. Something, too, that was interesting that I thought, and this is kind of a side note, was in her area, I'm not sure where she lives, but she said in her area, there is a ton of unique presenters. She said it just blew up in her area. And she's like, 90% of her customers are not even in her town. She has branched out, like at the time of this training, she's like, I've got a party running right now in Florida. I have one in Vermont. I've got one, somewhere else. And that's where she branched out because she couldn't, it was so congested in her area, that she kind of like branched out to try to, reach out to other customers, in different places. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. So she goes back to her party. She's like, don't, in your videos, don't waste somebody's time and don't bore them. Be exciting, be fun, make it a pleasant experience for people. She's like, you should get to the point where people are looking forward to your post. They're waiting to see what you're posting next. Because your party is your number one product. So, you want to give them information, give them entertainment, and make it fun. Because people buy from people that are consistent, and people buy from people that are credible, and people that can be trusted. She hammered that the entire training. So your hostess, she does do hostess coaching. She will actually also send them, a coaching video saying, hey, this is what I expect of you, in a fun, carefree kind of way. And she actually has her hostess message the people, or the first actual post in the party is like, I know, another online party. I thought the same exact thing too, but once you get to know Sonia and see how fun she is, and also, the tips and tricks that she's going to teach us, you're going to absolutely fall in love with her and have the best time, just like I did in the last party, or, just like I did, whatever, leave it at that. So she said, direct sales, you're always networking. You're always looking for customers, which then turn into hostess, which then end up becoming your friends. And so she says that's how she adds to her group. Once they have conversed back and forth, with her customers a couple of different times, she feels at that time that she's built a relationship, and so she'll go ahead and add them to her group, her personal group that we all set up. So theme parties, I think this is brilliant. So I have a hard time sometimes trying to figure out what to post in my personal group, because I feel like sometimes those people have kind of been beat to death. So what she does is every 6 to 8 weeks, she will throw a party in her own group. And she'll either set it up as a mystery party, or, she'll just keep the hostess credit for herself, or, maybe offer, if everybody orders or whoever orders, I'll throw you, this freebie. So some of the things that she does is that she's like, everybody loves a theme. Everybody thinks themes are awesome. So she does a junk to spunk. So this typically is the top 5 products. Usually she said this will be done in January because you're throwing out all your junk and you're getting all your spunk. So, this could be the top 5 products, the face in 5 minutes thing that was floating around. Turn up the heat, which is spring, going from a spring to summer look. Tricks of the trade, which is, she said, this is nothing. This is no sales. This is just typically tips and tricks and tutorials, for the entire duration of the party. You don't try to sell not one single product, which I thought was pretty cool too, because, people, that's what I'm saying is that she's gaining, you're not the salesperson all the time. She's gaining that trust of, hey, I'm really here to help you. I want to make money too, but I'm really here to help you. Just Another Pretty Face is one that she does. If You Give a Girl a Mascara, which is a spin off If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, I think is the kid's book. Meet Kit. Kit, guess who Kit is? She's your $99 join my team. And she does 3 looks from your kit. She places the kit in her bathroom. She shows you what comes in it. And then she will do 3 different looks based off of what comes solely in your kit. Now, obviously, not everything comes in your kit. You know, your foundation's not going to be in there. You know, you do get a lip gloss in there, but, you know, your primer's not in there. So, you know, there are some things that you're going to have already on your face. But, I mean, basically her theory there is that if she can get them to purchase the kit, which, mind you, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but she does recruit crazy numbers. But if she can get you and hook you with the kit, then maybe you'll try to do a party to make back your money. And then once you see how easy it is to sell this stuff and how everybody loves it, now she's got a presenter. So that is ingenious in itself. And then she said that creative themes keep customers engaged. You know, if you've got, you know, you're trying to build a relationship and build a clientele. So if they're knowing, if you get somebody in your group where they know every 6 to 8 weeks or roughly something cool is going to go on in this group, they're going to stay in that group and they're going to continue to be engaged. Post 1 or 2 per week, unless the parties are going on. You know, her themed parties that I was talking about. Follow up with her customers. You need to stay connected, meaning don't fall off the planet. Don't be inconsistent. Videos, obviously, is the way that she's, you know, got to where she's at. And just continuously being excited and being creative. The Kitnabber graphic came from Kara. And, you know, it's funny. I posted that picture on my Facebook page, and I think it got like 40, 50 likes because it was just me being stupid. I mean, just me being absolutely stupid. And I don't even know. I mean, it's kind of a spin. It's kind of funny. It's a spin off of my website. Is www.thesassyLashNinja. I don't know why I came up with that. It was just something that was funny to me when I first started. And then the Kitnabber thing. So, I mean, don't be surprised if you see some more ninja photos pop up. Maybe a ninja and some lip stain. I don't know. But I'm working on branding, you know. And the next time somebody sees a ninja, if they think about me, then awesome. Because I got some lashes I can sell you. So, that was basically her training. She said that the video stuff that she uses, she always uses music. The music that she uses is never anything that is like recent, typically. All of her music that she had were, you know, 70s jams, which was awesome. And she uses Video Shop. I'm not sure if that's an app. I mean, basically, she was saying that as everybody was having to change classes. So I'm not sure if it's an app or if it's actually something on the computer that you have to use. But she said it was super simple. But that's all I got. That's all, you know, all she had to the top. It was a lot of fun. Again, I think that even if you take 1 or 2 of these tips that she did, I mean, I think you would definitely see a change for the better in your parties, because I know that we're always looking for something new and improved. So if you have got any questions, drop a comment below or message me. And I got a couple other trainings to do as well from a couple other classes that I sat in. So, you know, more is to come. Thanks. Bye, guys.